It's all about the game and how you play it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the GodisaGeek podcast. My name is Dan Murphy, and joining me on this Pre-E3 episode is Mr. Greg Hill. Greg, how's it going?
I am doing most fine. How are
most
you,
fine.
Dan?
Most fine. That is the different variations of fine.
Yes, as it always is. It's just I like to vary it, but it's always the same, roughly.
Mm-hmm. I hear you've just had 2 twisted lollipops, so like,
yeah, I have. Fine. Well, ice lollies, and now I have my teeth are sore because too much sugar.
Sugary
Don't
stuff.
eat sugar, kids. Yep.
Speaking of sugar, and where we'll be going with the land of sugar next week. This is a very strenuous link. But I'll be going there with my friend Mike Stubbsy. Mike, how are you doing, Papa?
See, it's not even the land of sugar because their candy has less sugar than ours.
They have the shit sweeteners and artificial stuff, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. So
their chocolate is shit, and their Coke is shit as well because it's made with sweeteners and stuff, and they don't have proper sugar in it. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, I can't say that I've particularly tried that much Coke, so I don't know what stuff gets cut in it these days.
Well, how are you doing? All set? All set for our travels?
No, not at all.
Via Ethiopian Airlines.
When do you fly out?
We leave
Friday. We leave for LA.
Fuck!
Saturday
Oh my
morning.
God, that is very.
Yep.
That is so soon.
We fly to
I
Dublin.
actually didn't realise it was so soon.
We fly to Dublin.
On Ryanair.
Yeah. 30 quid flight buzzing, and then via Ethiopian Airlines, we fly from like 6 o'clock in the morning from Dublin to LA, and it's scary because I also have an exam on that Friday, and I just realised my exam doesn't finish till 3:45. So
fucking hell, you're not going to make that flight.
I will.
When's your flight to Dublin? Sorry,
I fly to Dublin at 10 o'clock on Friday night.
Oh, you'll be fine. Where are you flying from?
Manchester. I'm in Sheffield. So my dad is coming up to Sheffield at about 12 o'clock. He's packing all my shit in my room into the van. He's packing my suitcase for me, and then I'm going straight from my exam to the airport if need be.
Legend. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you.
It's going to be weird. Stubbsy. I don't know if we save this for the Patreon bit or not, but how much great food are we going to be eating? I can't wait.
Well, during the conference days.
Well, obviously not that. I mean in the evenings.
Again, don't know. Like, the problem with E3 is that like all the good shit is like in LA Live, which is literally next door to the conference center.
Mm-hmm.
But we have appointments up until close every day.
Yeah.
And so all the places in LA Live will be full by the time we leave the conference center.
Damn it.
So
We'll have to go on the prowl for something then.
There is a Fat Burger, like a 10-minute walk, so we'll probably live off that. And then there is a place that I think I can remember where it is, that's like 2 blocks away, that was quite nice. So we'll try and find that.
I was talking to my dear mother earlier, and she was like, make sure you eat healthy over there. It's like, what?
Fuck that.
Do you know where we're going?
I think that's like impossible. Not in LA, there's loads of like Whole Foods and stuff like that, but you don't want to eat that shit.
Well, we'll probably be getting something from a supermarket because we're living in a swanky apartment.
Yeah,
we'll have to get
do
some
have
food
a kitchen,
in.
So.
Yeah, so if it's like breakfast and stuff, we'll have our own, we'll be healthy in the breakfast bit and not have like waffles and pancakes and shit every day.
And you can have Lucky Charms, they are the best.
No, they're not. They are rank. I'll tell you what, rank as well. Fruit Loops. Who the fuck invented Fruit Loops?
Yeah, they are
demented. They're absolutely shit. It's like their cereal is crap because that is fucking full of sugar, isn't it? It's like, nah, not a fan of that. I guess before we do crack on, before we talk about E3, we'll have games to talk about. But before we get into all that, I think an apology is needed once again because the curse of the Mac struck down once more. And last week, the reason there was no podcast is because I was absent, and in my absence, former news editor of the site, Dan Naylor, stepped in as a favour, and just as they were about to finish recording, his Mac froze and everything was lost. How depressed were you, Mike?
If I was in the same room, I probably would have decked him.
I felt really bad for him. I thought it was a shame. He just kept apologising after it. It's like, Dan, it's fine. It's happened before, don't worry.
Greg, you've had experience with this before, Greg. Was it just as annoying as last time?
It wasn't. It wasn't really annoying. It was less dramatic because I remember like we were on Skype with each other, like I was frantically searching for how to fix it, and you were like live tweeting the situation. But it was more just like Dan. He went off Skype and then he got back in. And he's like, "Oh, the full recording's gone." We're just like, "Fuck, just stop the recording."
Just straight up tragic.
It was such a shame, and he was so apologetic as well. But we're here this week, but he'll come back, I'm sure. Maybe.
Well, we apologise for that, but we're going to make up for it next week, no doubt. When me and Stubbsy will be providing fucking shitloads of podcasts and videos and writing and shit from E3.
You
so
do realise
keep an eye out for
that because Bethesda is now Sunday, we have to do E3 -1, E3 Day 0, E3 Day 1, E3 Day 2, E3 Day 3.
And to be honest with you, I'm not really bothered looking it up because I just know I'm going to be dead anyway. So I'm just going to follow you like a stray little puppy and just do what you say. So Bethesda's Sunday night.
Yeah.
Then the other conferences on Monday morning or Monday, and then then
Bethesda
Tuesday,
Sunday
Wednesday,
night.
Thursday as the show floor stuff.
Yeah, Bethesda Sunday night, Microsoft Monday morning, Sony Monday evening. So we've got like middle of Monday to do something.
Okay.
And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday show floor.
Should be a bash. I can't wait. But more on E3 later. First off, I need to talk about a game that I've been very excited for.
Fuck's sake.
It's called Witcher 3, and it's called the expansion pack called Blood and Wine.
Woo woo.
And it is amazing. There's so much stuff in there. There's a video review on YouTube that me and Adam have talked about, and I'll write a review as soon as I finish it because it's massive, but it is so fucking good. I know Stubbsy doesn't care, so he's probably asleep already. But Greg, I've got your attention, so I'm going to talk to you.
Yes, I do. I do care because I've got too many games to play now, but I will go back to The Witcher, and I probably will buy Blood and Wine. I have read the reviews for it, like other ones. I'm patiently waiting yours though, but it sounds really, I don't know, like kind of magical, like it's more fantasy than the fantasy Witcher was already.
Well, let me tell you, it's the same as they've nailed it. This DLC is set in the world called Toussaint. It's a vassal state of Nilfgaard, which is like the Empire enemies of the game, and it's basically medieval France. It's a parody of medieval France. But in the book and in the game, you do your stuff. Geralt lives in the Northern Realms, which are literally your war-torn, grim as fuck, horrible, disease-ridden, monster-brimming lands that are just full of death, destruction, poverty, and only the very rich in their semi-grand cities have any sort of good life. But Toussaint is literally, it's such a jarring thing with like the rest of the world, especially in the books. Like he goes from the Geralt and his crew, they go from all these constantly depressing places to Toussaint, which is literally your stereotypical magical kingdom. It's like Shrek, like far, far away in Shrek. Everyone's happy. It's always well, it's not always sunny, but the sun shines. People are happy. Even the peasants seem a little happier. Like the people doing work seem happy with picking grapes from fields and making wine and stuff.
Because in the screenshots, it looks really dreamy. Like it's like the sky is like a weird. So I think I saw a screenshot. It was like a purpley colour.
Well,
it looked. I mean, radiant. It looked like.
I don't want to do spoilers because there is a bit where you actually do go into a fairy tale kingdom, an actual one.
Oh right, okay.
So you might have seen that.
I don't know if it was, but continue.
There are some different. There is a plot point where that happens, but with Toussaint, it's like a massive castle with like then the town called Bucalaire underneath it, and it's just everyone's happy. There's loads of restaurants and bakeries and bars. It's just proper swanky. Everyone's happy. It's full of rich folk, and like I said, even the peasants seem happy. And there's a great pub. There's like a pub that's like on a bridge over a river. It's really cool. And then I think what I like the most about it is that you can just tell the writers are having a fucking ball with it because there's so much stuff that is so funny. The main story is still a bit doom and gloom, end of the world type stuff, but some of the side missions just go off the rails with like fourth wall breaking and humour and stuff. This one's right at the beginning. You find a handkerchief that's been embroidered with the letters DLC.
Okay.
Which is like a little nod.
Like as in a nod to like this is.
Yeah. It's just a guy's name, but they've made it as if his initials are DLC. Taking the piss. But then there's a mission that you can only find if you happen to stumble across this woman in the world. But it's so funny. I was in stitches on it. It's just they laugh at their own like technical frailties, shall we say? And it's so good. All of it, like they nailed the world of Toussaint. They nailed the returning characters from the books. There's some great boss fights, and it runs a lot better as well. Like even if you can tell just from going from Toussaint back to Novigrad or something, just how much better it runs. The frame rate's a lot smoother. Even though there was a mission that bugged, and I ended up failing it because I couldn't complete it. That was
Does the entire game run better?
Yeah. No. Like I said, I went from Toussaint back to Novigrad, and you can visibly tell that Toussaint just runs a lot better. It's a lot smoother. But as well, I don't know if you can include this in with the DLC because it's more of a patch, but they've completely done up all the menus. Like, and this game's a year old, and they've done up all the menus, introduced new Gwent cards, done so much stuff to update it and make it better a year in. So you can't knock CD Projekt Red at all.
And is it the menus? I had an issue with the menus when I played it. I found them, they weren't hard to navigate, but they weren't like my favourite thing ever. Like, I think with like a huge like kind of RPG like that, you need to have a solid like system like that.
Yeah.
People are going in, they're getting confused, lost. They're going to eventually like quit out.
Yeah, it was definitely confusing, and now they've made it a lot more departmentalized. Is that a word?
Like compartmentalized.
Yeah,
like
maybe they've separated a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you go into inventory, you'll have your weapons and armor separate, you'll have your horse stuff separate, you'll have your food and drink separate, your potions separate, bombs separate, everything separate so you can get to it easier, and it's just a lot clearer. Then books are separate to everything else, and it's just really, they've just done it up really nice, and they deserve a fucking load of credit for putting so much work into a game that's literally a year old, and they've made fuckloads of money off it already and don't really need to put so much effort into it.
And how is the story in Blood and Wine? Is it taken from the source material like of the books, or is it?
Yes. Well, not in the characters are. So you get introduced to Anna Henrietta, who is the ruler of Tisan, and in the books, so she's in the books. She's the ruler. In the books, she has an affair with Dandelion, and then Dandelion cheats on her, and she nearly hangs him, but then changes her mind at the last minute. And then,
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah, I guess. But you're not gonna if you're not reading it by now, you're not gonna do it. Even though you should do because it's fucking ace. But and then there's a returning character who I was very excited about and I told you about last time, called Regis, and he's so good. Like, the main story in Blood and Wine is about vampires, higher vampires, and all the vampires and like, and it's really, really cool. There's some good, like, Regis was one of my favourite characters of the books, and I never thought I'd see him in a game. And all his stuff, they just nail like the characters and the personas so well, and it's really fucking good. I think the story itself probably isn't as good as the last DLC, Hearts of Stone, but because that DLC was literally mostly all story, and it was like a 10 hours short, concise, really well written, really tight story. I don't think you really can beat it. Hearts of Stone was better than the actual game story, I think. It's really, really good. So they've not beat, I don't think, the story's still good, don't get me wrong, but it's not quite as good as Hearts of Stone, but what you sacrifice the story, you get a whole new world, fucking loads of side quests, loads of little stories, loads of contracts, new Gwent cards. It's so, so good.
So is it everything you thought it'd be? I know you were anticipating that a lot.
Yeah, I think it is. It's everything I expected Witcher to be, and more. Like, it still takes it into different places. There's some stuff you never expect, and it's just really good. I think at some point, so the writing becomes really obvious that CD Projekt Red have done something, and they want you to see it. So there's certain points where you've got a decision to make, and this is one specific example where I wanted to do this thing. I wanted to meet someone because this person you're going to meet sounds really fucking cool. And I was like, set on doing that. I was doing it. And then I get told, are you sure you want to do this? Are you really sure you want to do this? Are you really, really sure you want to do this? I think this way's a lot better. So you're like, right, you clearly, as a game, want me to go this way because it's obviously something cool. So
Yeah,
like,
they've
fine.
hidden something in it for you to see.
But they've made it so... And I don't think CD Projekt Red have ever done that. They usually don't care about people not seeing stuff if they choose a different path.
Yeah.
So that was like, really? I don't know. But I followed the advice and did it, and yeah, it was quite worth it, to be fair. So
It sounds splendid.
it's so good. Like I said, the only problems with it are like the bug with that one mission, like one side quest, which I then I wasn't able to complete because I went past a certain point in the story, which meant I couldn't go back to these side missions. And there's also some problems where, like, a mission will be, let's say, because I'm on New Game Plus, so my level character is really high. I'll be level 74, and the mission will be 73 or something. You go, and then you get 77 level characters, enemies that just batter you. So there's a couple of, I don't know, scaling issues, I should say, difficulty issues maybe. But apart from that, it's fucking brilliant. Absolutely amazing.
It sounds
So good.
spectacular.
It's a very, very fitting end to a great game.
It really encourages me to go back to Witcher, like hearing you talk about how good it is, because like I'm really like affected by like hype, and when people like hype up games,
No, yeah.
like I feel like I don't care what game it is, like I'll want it
So,
if people like hype it enough.
And I'm going to spoil
So-
one quest in it, right? And it's a little quest.
Just do it.
It's so good. It's so fucking funny. And if you don't want to, I don't want to ruin it for you because It's really good. So if you don't, unfortunately, Greg, you are going to get it ruined for you.
Yeah, as long as it's not like main story.
No, it's
like...
not. But listeners, if you don't want to hear anything about this, please skip forward 2.5 minutes while I explain it, because it's so good. But basically,
skip forward 2.5 minutes.
You've been asleep for the past 13 minutes, so shut the fuck up and stay asleep while we finish talking. There's a mission where you meet a guy in the streets of the city, and he says, "Oh, last time you were here, I did this thing for you. You did this thing for me, and you left before I could pay you, so I've left some money in the account for you. Go and get it." It's like,
is that actually what he sounds like with your accent and everything?
Nah, I don't think it's quite. That's because they all speak French in.
Oh, do they?
Tucson,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, speak with a French accent, I should say. So you go to this bank, and then you ask for your account, and then they go, "You've been declared dead. You need to go and get this form to be undeclared dead." And then it's just a parody of how fucking annoying banks are, because you keep getting moved from window to window to try and get this form. Then you have to wait for it. Then there's stuff where the bank, what do you call them? People who sit on the bank desks or whatever are just sitting there on the break doing nothing when you're waiting. And it's just really, it's a massive parody of how annoying it is to be in a bank, and it's just so absurd and really funny. And it's like, you can just tell the writers are just having so much fun with all this stuff, and it's quality. I love it so much. Great game. Probably my game of the year as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you mean DLC of the year? And I suppose
I
actually saw someone tweeting, "I wish DLC could be considered game of the year."
Well, it's practically a game. Like this, they've done a full game for DLC pretty much. Anyone else, pretty much any other company would be fine in releasing this as a game. It's 20 hours, an open world, loads of side stuff, other activities, a good campaign. This could easily have been a full game for anybody else, and for this, it's just a DLC. It's just a bit part of a massive game, and it's fucking amazing. And I love it, and you should definitely play it.
I definitely will at one point. It's not now.
But I don't know if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything else I can say about it. I've gone through it so much. It's just there's also a bit where they just throw such a dig at cunts who talk about like women in games or anything. There's a point where you fight a woman, and then this woman says, "Are you not disgusted that a woman's fighting you?" And he goes, and Geralt just goes, "No, it's the 13th century. Why would I care about women?" or something like that. And it's just like, I fucking love you so much. It's a great game. Definitely pick it up. It's a well-worthy end to a great series and whatnot. But speaking of hype and whatnot, Greg, you finally gave in to temptation. You got Overwatch.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I've only played it I've only done like 4 matches or something, because life has got in the way, as it always does. But yeah, it's pretty good. Like, the toughest point was picking the characters, because as soon as I did the training, like, I did one training mission because I was like, look, I've only got like half an hour to play this. I'll just do the tutorial and then I'll just jump straight in. It's not going to be that fucking hard. I've done these games before. Yeah, it's not
very
really that
accessible
difficult.
and very good.
Yeah, it is. And I haven't played a multiplayer shooter in, I mean, fuck knows how long. It's been a long time.
Same.
So it was easy just to jump back into. The hardest bit was, as I just said, picking the characters, because as soon as you see them all, like in the tutorial, you don't see them, and then when you go in to pick them, it's like, how many is there? Like 20? 21. With
more incoming at some point.
Yeah, so I was like sitting there like, who the fuck did I pick? So I picked Tracer, because she is...
Don't start with Tracer.
Exactly. Yeah.
How'd you do then?
I gave up. Like, I swapped characters like a lot during like my first match.
Okay.
I ended up kind of sticking with Genji a bit more with his kind of ninja stars.
Yeah.
I thought he was quite good. I liked, who's the guy with the crossbow?
Hanzo. It's Genji's brother.
Oh well, there you go. That's why I like them probably both. Then Hanzo, he's really good as well. I like crossbows. I like bows. Like they're my favorite games and weapons. Weapons and games. Sorry. That's how fucking fast my brain's moving right now. And I think there's a kind of like the toughest point for me is not being able to aim down sights like that.
Yeah,
really, like,
that got me at first as well. But you soon get used to it. I found, surprisingly as well. Hanzo was my favourite character when I first started playing in the beta as well. So it's interesting how people, and then you'll probably like Bastion and Torbjorn. It's really interesting how people start this game the same way, like not knowing what to do, going with characters. Like I say, I went with Hanzo because I like bow and arrow characters as well. I really liked him a lot, and then as I started playing more, I started venturing out and playing the more interesting type characters, or played a character for a situation and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most important thing about it is like situations. Like when it comes up, like you get like team tips. If they haven't played it, you get team tips, and like your team doesn't have like a sniper or like support characters or anything. And I think it's pretty like important for someone to fill those roles if it comes up, because otherwise like you just get hammered. Like I've noticed in like the 5 games I have played that if you've got all those warnings at the start, you're less likely to win because you're like just going to get hammered because you're not kind of balanced properly for the opposition. I mean, but I suppose you don't know how the opposition's looking either, because they might just be like skipping those warnings.
Sometimes the warnings aren't completely necessary, but as a rule of thumb, you just want a well balanced team because it leads to just a better game. Like yesterday, in the last couple of days actually, we finally managed to get teams of 6 together. See, Stubbsy, you're missing out being on the PC, the lonely PC player.
I had this conversation with Adam, and as much as I would like to have been able to play with you guys, I just can't, because I've got to cover this for like the next 5 years.
Yeah,
I just can't do it on console.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was saying this last night because, like I said, there were 6 of us playing, and then 2 other people joined our party wanting to play. So we had subs, and so there's a lot of interest in this game. I've never... Not like I said, literally not since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 have I had like every person in a party playing the same game, wanting to play together. And it's really
what
fucking
else has come out since Overwatch that would take people away from it? Nothing.
Nothing yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's only been out for like
But Doom's been out and about. That's a multiplayer shooter.
That was before Overwatch.
Maybe, but still. And no, Battleborn
the
was a
games
week
industry
before.
works that when a big release comes
True.
out, everyone stops.
So what's next then? What's the next shooter? Call of Duty, maybe in October. So it's got a long time.
As I said the other week, like I think it'll make September, October, and then
I think it'll go after. I think obviously it'll have a drop off in players. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think there'll ever be a struggle for matches. I think there'll always be a healthy number of people playing it, because I think this will be the game that people just have all the time. They'll jump in it,
like their go-to game. Like,
yeah, I
if
think
they're like bored, they'll go and play it.
Yep, this is my. If I'm not playing with people, this is my podcast game, because I get too annoyed. I get really annoyed at Overwatch. It's actually unhealthy how annoyed I get at it when people are being cunts with it. But so when I'm not playing with people that I can't talk to and like coordinate stuff, I'll listen to podcasts while I'm playing it, so I don't get annoyed at the people playing. I'm just chill playing it, and it's such a good game. I love it so much. Like I'm getting addicted to it. Like yesterday, I should have been playing Blood and Wine. I should have been preparing for E3. Should have been preparing for the Geek of France podcast.
You should be studying for
Get
your
on
exam.
Arches. Should be studying for my exam. True, that is correct.
yeah, do that. Don't fuck off.
I
everything
can't be
else.
asked. But
yeah,
so I was doing all that.
I just studied like day before.
So I was doing all that instead of, and I should have been doing all them stuff instead. Overwatch, it's like it's causing, and it's doing it for everyone. I've I've never seen, said not for 8 years or so, I've not seen a game have this much effect on people. But what can I say? So good. And Stubbsy, guess who I'm absolutely fucking sick with now?
Is it Tracer?
It's Tracer.
I thought she was your favourite character.
She is, by an absolute mile. I love her. I used to hate her, like Stubbsy would play Testament, because we played...
I thought you said you were fed up with her.
Oh no, I'm sick as her. Like in the...
I thought you said you were sick of her. I was like...
Oh, absolutely not. In the beta, I played with Stubbsy, and he knows how much I hated Tracer. But
yeah,
now...
she's quite, like... Some of them are a bit overpowered. Like, I feel... I'm trying to think what ones are, like...
Bastion.
I think Tracer... Bastion definitely is, like, see when people go as that fucking turret, and, like, they're, like, hiding... Like, not hiding, but, like, see when they're just, like, they just sit there, and they can annihilate you. Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah.
Like, I get really pissed off at games like that. Like, usually I can get...
There are counters to it, but as soon as people start being more than one Bastion, then it gets near impossible, and it's fucking well annoying. And don't say otherwise, Stubbsy.
Yeah.
You'd be outvoted.
That's not the case.
It is. I played a map on the Hanarama, the Japanese map. There was 4 Bastions and a Torbjorn, and it was impossible. I don't get what any
that
fucker
was like,
says.
I was on Hana... What's it called? Hanarama?
Something like that, I can't.
Yeah,
it's the
like,
Japanese one.
Yeah, it's... Because like we got like our fucking arse harsels handed to us, and this little kid was shouting in the mic, "Everyone has to go Bastion." And I was like, "No, I'll just go Genji again."
But I was playing last night, and there were 6 of us in a team. And I was being traced, and I was just getting play of the game after play of the game, and I was just smashing it. And it's not about smashing it; it's about the team. But we were smashing it. In fairness, we went for like an hour undefeated, and we were so. And then we lost. Then we took the piss. We was on Anubis, which obviously you lose if you try to attack it. Or whatever. Oh no, we lost defending it. Somehow, I don't know how. And then all 6 of us played as Winstons, and it was very funny. I loved it a lot.
See, I'm dying to play it with people because I haven't...
We'll get on it tonight, it's so good.
Because I think it'd be a lot more exciting with like friends, because like I've only played it alone, and it was like, while it was good, like I think we just be kind of... I think all multiplayer games are better when you've got something
especially
to play with.
Overwatch, so there's something that's tactical and coordinated.
Yeah.
Stubbsy,
Yes.
The best game mode is the ones where both teams are attacking a single point, isn't it? So Lee Hang Tower, the Greek map, the and the Nepal map. They're the best game modes, aren't they? That's what I think.
See, I agree, but only because I really like May, and May is so good on those
May's the
game
one
modes.
I'm having a fucking... I hate her at the minute.
Like on those game modes, she's
amazing.
So strong.
Yeah, I was getting battered by her the other day, and you should have heard me. I was fucking fuming at her every time. And then whenever I have my Altus Tracer, I always purposely put it on her just to fuck her up. It annoys me so much.
See, like the two heroes that I kind of play the most are May and Lucio, and they are just too strong on that game mode. So
yeah,
I
Lucio's
fucking love
good.
that game
It's
mode.
because the ults are so affecting on a point. Yeah, you are right. Look, I've gotten round on Lucio a bit, but I'm still not fully with him. Like I said, Tracer, Roadhog, and then the support characters are like my go-tos at the minute. But it's good. It's a great
Did
game.
you see in our favourite Overwatch heroes right up that I
Yes, I
compared
did.
Lucio to Hannah Montana?
I did. Did you not see mine where I talked about my love affairs with the characters, and that Tracer was my mainstay and my girl, my rock, because she is. Apart from the
But that's
accent.
not as good as comparing
You know what?
Lucio
You know what
to Hannah
knocked
Montana.
me? See
What?
what knocked me about like Tracer? Her fucking accent.
It
I
is
was like,
atrocious.
it is horrendous. Like, see when she comes up to the tutorial, I was like, I was expecting her to just talk like a
Hi,
normal
love.
person, and I was like, what the fuck is that accent about? I was like, I need to just burn this game right now. It's fucking
The
shit.
cavalry's here.
I was like, I thought it was a joke. I was like, is she like putting
Oh,
that
no.
on? And
It's
like,
so funny though.
and then I saw the Union Jack in her arm, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I fucking I voted
such a
to
Tory.
leave.
Such a Tory.
That's
But it's
terrible.
good
So
though,
just
'cause, like,
Tory, like,
they do stuff like this, and it's so funny because like McCree, his voice is just so stereotypical. It's so funny. That's why like a whole memes come up from it with the it's high noon. And, like, whenever you hear that, just fucking run to the shelter. It's amazing. Such a great game. But we've talked a lot about Overwatch in recent days. Talking away from games a little bit and going to game consoles. Stubbsy, what's this gem box you've been having a gander at?
Right, I spoke at length about this last week.
we did. Honestly, we did a good discussion about it last week. I was ready
Yeah.
to buy one.
So, like,
You're very
Would-
easily influenced, aren't you, Greg?
Of course, Honestly, all you have to say is buy it, and I'll buy it.
I'm gonna go a little bit sort of smaller than that.
Yep.
Like not quite as in depth. But long story short, went over to Paris. What, 2 weeks ago now? Week and a bit, week and
That's
a half. Went over to Paris and ended up in like the equivalent of loading bar, but in Paris. To see a thing called the Gem Box, which is from a French kind of hardware-y company called MTech. For some reason they just decided, yeah, we'll make a fucking Android console box. And it's like this little square, well, it's not really square because it's a 3D shape, but it's like whatever a 3D square is.
A cube.
A
box.
cube.
Well, it's not cube because it's not, it's like
I'll Google it.
square diameter, but height-wise it's not.
So like a cylinder. No, it's a circle.
I mean,
So
no,
you mean
like a rectangle?
a rectangle square?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what they're called. I know what they're called. Like, I'm trying to think. I know there's a name for them.
Is it
Oh,
rhombus or is that something else?
No.
No, that's
Rumba's
not
the fucking hoovers that move on their own.
It's not a prism either, is it?
No, it's
okay.
just a triangle.
Yeah, let's try.
My God, this is
Fuck's
outrageous.
3D
No,
rectangle.
rectangular prism. There you go.
There you go.
No, because
Okay,
that's just a try. That's like a pyramid with a
I'm
square
on
base.
BT. Not BT. BBC Bite Size for like, what is it?
Oh yeah, I've just got this up as well.
3D. It's like what's KS3 Bite Size?
Key stage 3.
Oh, see, like weird. It's different in Scotland, so I'm like, what the
It's
fuck
like
is
year
that?
9, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
key
so
stage 3
I
is
don't even know what year
7 to
9 is. 7 to 9. That's like primary. Like,
No, that's
Oh.
year 7 to 9, so that's what, 11 to
oh,
13?
Yeah, 14.
so that's first year for us. That's what it's called.
a
You
rectangle. No, it is a
Scottish with broken
rectangular
education.
prism. It is a rectangular prism. That's what it is.
Is
I've
it?
got a picture with the because a triangular prism is a rectangle. It's got triangle sides, isn't it? If you get me.
Oh, like a
yeah, that
pyramid.
would make sense.
If you
Yeah.
think of it like that.
No, it's not. No, I know what you mean. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid.
It's the same type of long shape. How did we end up talking about fucking
We're just because Mikey was saying what shape it was. Sorry, Mikey.
a prism?
Right.
A prism isn't like dependent on the shape. A prism, so there could be hexagonal prisms, rectangular prisms, triangular prisms, because it's just the
There's
long
surely
shape going
got to be a
backwards.
proper name for this. Right,
I've
fuck it
literally
now.
got 3D objects, prisms, cylinders, cones, and spheres up. So and
So
I've got
far, is
pictures
it,
and
on,
names.
is it schmoop.com?
Yeah.
That's what I was on.
So there you go. We've finally got to the bottom of that.
Fuck
Mystery
provided for
solved.
maths GCSE. Just listen to us and we can explain prisms to you. Right, back on track. So I got this little box, and you plug it into your TV, and it's got a controller that's basically a rip-off of the Xbox 360 controller. Although, like, the analog sticks are not 360 like thing; they're PS4 things, so they're next to each other. But other than that, it is identical to the 360 controller. And you plug it in, and it's running Android. I want to say KitKat, which is like an old one. But the idea of it is that it's like 80 or 90 quid, and you can play pretty much any Android game, and like some are obviously supported with controllers, and that's like the basic functionality of it. And they've done a partnership with Gameloft where you get like 2 racing games, a zoo management game, and a My Little Pony game preloaded. Although I haven't, like, mine doesn't have the My Little Pony game on it, which I'm really pissed off about.
I would send it back.
Like, the only one that I wanted to play, and it's not even on there.
No, I'd sue.
But yeah, like, so that's its core functionality, but it's got 2 other features that I can't try out because my internet is shit, but I'm going to, like, take it to LA with us, and then I can hopefully try it there. So, first functionality is a thing called Gamefly Streaming, which is on live, but works, at least from what I played in Paris. So it's like a back catalogue of mostly 360 and PS3 games, mostly Warner and Codemasters. So kind of like your Batmans, your racing games from about 5 years ago, Operation Flashpoint.
Is that only because they can get a license for those games?
Yeah.
That's fine. Because I was about to say, I was going to ask how they got licenses, but I'm aware now.
Yeah. And it's like basically on live. So this is an Android box that couldn't run these games on the box itself, but all the processing is done on servers. God knows where they are. Probably like Azerbaijan or somewhere. And it just streams to this box. And there's like, again, preface this. I played it at an event in Paris. It was effectively the same thing that I could do at home if my internet was good enough, but it's not. And when I played it, there was like no input lag or anything. Like you wouldn't know that it was being good one, guys. You wouldn't know.
Someone's popular.
Sorry about that.
You wouldn't know that it was being like streamed. You would think it's actually running on the box, but it's not. So like, it works when you have a good internet connection. My internet's about 3.5 down. Won't work at all. They recommend, I think 5 is minimum, 8 is recommended, but the real minimum is 3.5 if your connection drops. So I can't use it, which is great. Yay. They did tell me that they're looking at bringing PS4 and Xbox One games to it. And I did see Rocket League, so that may happen, may not, I don't know. And so, like, if they can do that, where you can play Xbox One and PS4 games on this 80 quid device, then I mean, that just sells it on its own.
Mm-hmm. But it is a subscription service, isn't it?
It is. It's like $4.99 a month, maybe?
Really? Holy fuck, I was expecting it to be a bit higher.
But like
That's
the
a really good
catalogue you're
price.
getting is not massive, and there's 2 different packs. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but there's a family pack, which is mostly games that aren't rated 16. Like there's some, like one of the Batmans is in there, but mostly racing games, like fucking, and then Barbie is Magic horse rider thing.
Game of the year.
And then there's the adult gamer hardcore, whatever fucking called, pack that's got like all the shooters in it and shit like that. And I don't know if you can get them both for the same price, or if you can only get one, or if you have to buy them both separately. I don't know. But I mean that's kind of cool. However, the feature that I probably should try out, but I can't at the minute because I need to drill a hole in my floor to run an Ethernet cable through and loads of shit like that, is that you can do, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card in your PC that supports it, which I only found out the other day, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you can stream your PC games to this Android box. So it basically becomes a Steam Link with more functionality. Mm-hmm. And like Steam Link with a controller is like 80 quid, so you're getting a better deal if you get this, if that actually works. Haven't tried it. The reason I want to try it is because they, like, in their trailer, they showed Dota working on it, and I basically laughed in their face. I actually said to one of the people, Dota's not going to work when you do this. And they were like, oh no, it does, we've tried it. You just got to use a USB hub to plug a keyboard and mouse in. I'm like, alright, okay, I might try that.
Mikey jizzed his pants when he said that.
Yep. And then I was like, oh wait, no shit, I got the worst home network in the world. This will never work for me. But like, I've kind of said that the two core features I can't use. What I have been using it for is there's a thing that I recently discovered called Kodi, which is like a open source media player type thing, and you can get different like plugins for it, and you can get like iPlayer plugins and ITV Player and Netflix and Twitch and shit like that. So I've kind of been using it as my all-in-one media box, like replacing my Xbox One. And you can also get slightly less legal plugins that likely watch slightly less legal things. And it just makes doing that so easy. I mean, I've always been pretty much against piracy because it's been pretty difficult. Fuck it, when it's that easy, why not?
That is not an official opinion of GodisaGeek or anyone else affiliated, or only of Mike Stubbsy. But, so what do you reckon the success chances of this are?
I think they've got a decent chance because they're launching it in August and it's going to be on retail shelves. So I think this could be a case of someone walks into game, like family, like some wanker with a kid, and then kid goes, I want a new game, right? But there's no new games, right? And then they go, well, there's this thing, it's £8 and this gives you lots of games. And they go, banging, I'll have that.
And that's it. Like
that's
the decision made, and that's
that
what
is
I'm
the decision made. Anyway, Murph, I'm going to introduce you to these people at E3 because it turns out they're there with Devolver, so you can question them all you want.
Maybe if you get your hands on one.
I'll put an email in for you, mate. I'll see if I can get you one.
So, is there anything else we want to discuss? So it's Greg, you've got 3 other games you've played. Do you want to talk about all 3 of them really quickly before we go into E3, or do you want to talk about one in depth?
What were my 3 games again?
Your 3 games were One Piece, Tomorrow Children Beta, and Hitman.
One Piece was okay, but on the nearer end of shit. You can read my review on it on the website. Hitman is amazing. Buy it right now. Actually, don't. Maybe wait until January, but it's really good. Honestly, like if you can't wait till then, buy it. Like I don't care. It's really fucking good. And Tomorrow Children Beta was really good. If you missed out, you fucking missed out. It's like a communism simulator. It's like the wackiest, like the weirdest looking game ever. I will do a video on it. I'm writing a preview of it as well, and then I'll do the video and preview. They'll be up. It's probably sometime next week when I can catch a chance to do them, and then you can read about it. Then I'll keep you updated on Twitter.
Yeah, but it definitely fascinated you, didn't it?
It was unreal. Like it was. I'll just kind of like say what it's about. Basically, you are in this little town, but there's like loads of online towns. It's always online. These little towns, and it's a communism simulator almost. So you go away to like a mine on a wee bus, and then you mine stuff. You put it in your backpack, you bring it up, pack it on the bus, and then you take it back to the town. This is like really simplified. It's actually a lot more complex than this. And then it all goes into the town's kind of like supplies. And while you're in the mines, you can find these little things called Matryoshka dolls. It's like, if you know like any Russian kind of culture, it's the little tiny dolls that have the ones inside. Like they get smaller and smaller. You find those, you put them on these things called rescue machines, and it turns them into like little villagers. So they like live in your village, but they're like AI controlled. They don't go out to the mines. It's you and all the other online players that do that. So you're called comrades, and you're supposed to like make sure these people stay alive. Like you're meant to provide them with power by working on generators, getting coal, getting food and stuff like that. And while you're all doing this, there's like this kind of like race of aliens. Like they're attacking, and like they like kind of like can just walk right through your town and like destroy things, and like they just never stop. Like there's these big spider things as well. I don't think that's all the enemies in it. It's like a big Godzilla type monster that just appears, and they just kind of like walk about the world. It's not like a world though; it's like a void. So like if you've seen and like the screenshots of it, it's like it looks like a white floor, and it's like it's not marble, but it's like kind of shiny. And basically, if you try and leave the town, you'll be like sucked into it. And the void is like this kind of like weird, not imaginary place, but like it's like kind of like purgatory. It kind of seems like, but it's honestly like when it comes out, if there's another beta, like you have to try it. Like even if you play it for like an hour, you'll come out feeling like you've just like ate loads of magic mushrooms and you're tripped out like fuck. But
sounds fun.
Preview coming soon.
And finally, you've been playing Hitman again. Well, again, I say you're another person who's been playing
Spoke
Hitman.
about it.
I've already said Hitman.
You said it was
I'm
good.
in a trance. My apologies about
It's
that.
okay. I just said it was really good. If you want it now, buy it. It's really worth it.
Right, E3, gentlemen,
Okay, let's do this. Wait to grab my
starts
notes.
next Sunday. So we're gonna have so already announced. Watch Dogs 2 has been like revealed. Everyone knew it was happening, and they've decided to not even pretend there'll be a surprise, which does give me a nice inclination that there's going to be another surprise for Ubisoft, which is good, I suppose. Persona 5 and Horizon Zero Dawn have been pushed, and Yooka-Laylee, which depresses me a lot, have all been back pushed to 2017. And then XCOM 2 is coming to consoles. That's what's been announced so far, I think, unless I'm missing anything.
And this is all before E3. So
Yeah.
like, it's just like the amount of news we're getting before E3 is insane. So
Which
like,
can either be a good or a bad thing. 'Cause if it's bad, it means they've got fuck all at E3, or good, they've got so much at E3 that they're releasing stuff now.
Yeah,
Which one do you think it is?
I honestly don't know. I feel like they are. I don't know. I feel like there could be some good things at E3. I don't think it'll be as good as last year, but I'm kind of hyped. Like, I'm just thinking all Persona stuff, so that's all I fucking care about. If there's not Persona stuff, it's fine. But I think it will be good. I think it's just really busy. I think that's why they're trying to push a lot of things out the now, get them out the way, or even just like so they've got the grounding, and then
But
they can talk about them more at E3.
And the stuff that's been announced, really, news that's coming out is delays. You know, a
Yeah.
game that everybody knew was coming, console editions of PC games. It's not as if new things have been announced before. Oh, well,
Yeah.
apart from the
the Saints Row bollocks.
Yeah, that's it. Apart from that, that's the only thing. That's the only new thing that's been announced. If I'm right.
Bad.
Which looked, I didn't even bother looking at the trailer. I saw one picture and I was like, right, no bother.
Yeah.
What do you reckon with all these stuff, with all the pre-announcements, Stubbsy?
Like, I think I'm generally not sure because like last year, everyone was like, "Oh my god, great E3." Just like, no, it wasn't. It was all right for Sony if you like Japanese games.
Yeah,
Other than
that's
that,
why it was so
kinda
good for me.
So,
Being
like,
in that room must have been something else, though.
oh yeah, the atmosphere was like super cool because like everyone exploded at 3 different points. There was the Last Guardian, there was Shenmue, and there was Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And I sat through all of them and went, well, apart from the Last Guardian, I got why that was a big deal. The other two, I was just like, okay, man with forklift game starts Kickstarter, and old game is old.
Yeah.
But like everyone else lost their shit, and like the guy who was with me, like he had been calling that we'd see the Last Guardian all day, and I was like, nah, not gonna happen. Then that happens, he loses his shit, and then like Shenmue, he physically stood up and started applauding when old matey came up on stage.
Okay, now.
And then when Final Fantasy came through, like another guy that was with, just like literally jumped up and started dancing.
Jesus.
When
I
they
suppose people
announced
they do fucking belly slides and the aisles of the seats and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Sounds mad.
Someone probably would do that.
So, I've
but
got
yeah,
the
I mean-
list of the conferences down. We're going to go through each one briefly and just do what we think might happen and whatnot. Then we'll have our 5 predictions each of E3, and then we'll see who's right at the end of it. But first, like, do you think it'll be a big show? What are you expecting, Stubbs, at big show? What do you think it'll be? How do you think it's going to go?
I think the platform holders, so Microsoft, Sony, will have. It's amazing because they don't even count Nintendo in that anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
I think they'll have decent shows. I think the rest could be a bit boring.
I think
'cause, like,
Ubisoft's will be good because they always like to put on a show, but EA's not even E3 technically, is it?
yeah, like EA's decided to fuck off.
Bethesda-
Although they've probably got the best games this year, like Battlefield, Mass
Yeah, I
Effect,
suppose.
Titanfall.
Bethesda's, I don't know what, apart from Wolfenstein 2, I don't really know what Bethesda have got.
Rage
Um,
2's rumoured.
Rage
They've got-
2?
Skyrim remasters.
Yeah.
Did you say Rage 2 then?
No, Prey 2.
Oh, if I said Rage, I'd have been so buzzing with Rage.
Oh,
no
come
one likes
on.
Rage.
I love Rage. Rage was sick. Don't deny.
But like, I think outside of Sony, Microsoft, I think it's going to be quite quiet here. Like, if you look at Ubisoft, we know Watch Dogs is there. I imagine the Ghost Recon Drug Cartel game
Yep.
is going to be quite big.
South Park.
That looks
They
quite
will-
good actually.
Yeah, they'll
does.
have South Park and
They'll probably
will-
announce some indie art shite, maybe.
No, they'll have that For Honor thing, which
Yeah,
when I
that
played
would
last
look
year was
great. I
actually
can't
really
wait
good.
for that.
It does
Oh.
look really good.
Yeah, I want to try that again, see how it's progressed in a year. But
Yeah.
I think Ubisoft could be quite quiet for stuff that we don't know about.
See, that doesn't seem like a Ubisoft thing, really, does it? And I don't know.
They'll have one. They'll have like their one big thing, but that'll be
Yeah.
it. And then I think EA is very similar. Like, there's not much that we don't know about already.
Yep.
I mean, we'll get Mass Effect gameplay,
Yeah, hopefully.
and that'll probably be the most hyped thing.
Mm-hmm.
2K.
I know
what?
the directors of Dragon Age teased something Dragon Age a while back. Could be something there, but that would be weird considering they're literally doing Mass Effect and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
I doubt they'd do that.
Yeah, so.
And then like 2K is Mafia and Civ, and then they've got their usual sports games. So that's 2K done for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Konami's like dead as a publisher anyway.
Lol.
So
PES 2017. That's all you need.
And then Activision's not even there. And that's basically it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Microsoft.
Well, yeah, I said Microsoft and Sony will have big years.
Yeah, what do you think we'll see from either of them? Because remember, they're the type of, they'll be the companies that would have like releases from
predictions that are giving everyone free answers for.
True, I'm not doing predictions yet.
That's
do
what
you
I'm not saying,
because
I'm like
general thoughts?
Yeah, well,
I don't want
mine's
to
are
give away
basically
my answers,
predictions.
so you can all nick them.
Well, what are your general thoughts? Well, we've got to have different answers, so I hope you have backups in case someone says something else.
Right, I haven't thought of any. I'm going to wing it.
Greg, what do you think's going to go down and stuff?
My general thoughts are, I think Sony and Microsoft, like they are, because they're the platform holders, they can dominate like the content that goes on their platform, so they can like talk about anything they fucking want. If it's coming out on Xbox or Sony or PlayStation, sorry, it's like fair game for them. But then whereas like Ubisoft, they're restricted to like, publishers mainly are restricted to their own games. So and if one of their games is shit, then you've got to sit through like 20 minutes of them talking about a game that you don't really give a fuck about. But I suppose it's the same with Sony, but like Sony can like handpick what's like the best.
Yeah.
But then sometimes like the games aren't the best. Like if you see Call of Duty at Sony, I'm turning off.
Oh, that'll be the first one. That was what they start with, wasn't it? Because they've got the deal with Microsoft with Activision now.
And like
So
I was just like, if I see it, like if they
probably Destiny stuff maybe as well. Actually,
yeah, I'm thinking Destiny 2 as well. It's meant to come out next year actually, so I'm assuming it will be. I think Scalebound, like I know a lot of people are excited for that one.
That got delayed, didn't it, to 2017?
Yeah, but a lot of people are excited for that, so I think they'll probably mention it or like some new trailers or something. So that's like my general predictions, but I've got specific ones.
Well, shall we dive headfirst into the breach with our predictions? Right, we're going to go one each, so one at a time.
Okay.
But if somebody says what you've got, have something in reserve. So let me get my pen so I can write me
right,
notes.
I have
are
five
we doing
anyway.
Like the old, well, I suppose it's kind of funny style now, but the old
much.
Beyond style.
Yeah, pretty much.
And do we have to like be quite specific with them, like they?
You can go You can go as specific or as not as you want.
Well, if it's not as I want, then I'm going to say Microsoft's going to announce a game, and then I'm going to.
No, right, you're right. Okay, it has to be half. You can't be vague.
Specific.
It has to be a specific point, but you can go into as much detail with it as you'd like.
Okay.
If you get me. So you can't say they're going to announce a game or something. They've got to be.
I feel like we should do it like where they do quite specific predictions, but you can get half points. So like
maybe, but I've not really thought that deep with mine.
But like if I say Microsoft's going to announce Viva Pinata 27 and it's going to be out in September. Okay. If they announce Viva Pinata 27, but it's not out in September, I should get half a point.
Well, it depends how deep you want to go. Because you could just say they're going to announce a new Viva Pinata, which I think would count, and then you get the points for all of it.
But I think that's a bit easy.
Well, I've not really thought this deep into it with my predictions, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, I feel like...
And right, we can be judged. If you think our prediction's too obvious, anyone's prediction's a bit too obvious, like kibosh it, and we'll have to think of another one.
Kibosh it?
Just put a nail on the head. Because I reckon two of mine you're probably going to think it's too obvious and not going to let me have them.
Okay.
Right, so Mike, you're up first.
Microsoft will announce a new proper Viva Pinata game, and it will be out in October.
Okay. Any reason for that?
I say proper Viva Pinata. I'm not talking like Trouble in Paradise bollocks. I'm talking
Trouble in Paradise was good.
I'm talking like actual first Viva Pinata where you had a garden and you had to grow your pinatas effectively.
And any particular reason you think that's going to happen, or is it more of a want? These can be wants. Mine are certainly, some of them are wants.
It's because
not really based on anything, any sort of logic.
Rare Replay did pretty good.
Yep.
The only reason anyone in their right mind bought Rare Replay was for Viva Pinata.
Correct.
And Rare is doing that Bollocks Sea of Thieves thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to take up all of Rare. So they can have like a team of like 20, boom, new Viva Pinata. I don't care even if it's like a 10-hour, small, like downloadable only type thing.
Okay.
Fucking new Viva Pinata.
So new Viva Pinata September.
Yep. No, October.
October, okay. Greg?
My first prediction is there's going to be a new Viva Pinata game in October.
One more stipulation. We can't say anything that we already know is happening, I suppose.
That's right. Well, I can't talk about Persona and then take that out. Well, I was gonna say European release date, but that is like we don't even have a publisher for Europe yet, so that's out. Last Guardian release date, like that's definitely coming.
And when do you think that'll be?
I think it will probably be November. Probably, I think November, because I think anything else other than that's too soon. I feel like in the run up to Christmas would be quite good, or it could be even. No, I think probably November. But I'm really bad with guessing things, so.
Yeah. Okay. Any particular thought to that, or is it just the need to announce a release date?
I think because it's definitely coming in 2016, so like if it's coming this year, E3 is the place to announce it. I think, especially with its like featuring last year, so it would only make sense to announce it.
My first prediction: Ubisoft will reveal a pirate game, and it'll come out in first quarter of next year. So, does May count as the first quarter? Or is it January to April?
No, it's Q2.
Right, it'll come out in the first 6 months of next year.
Okay. Wait, do you know the name of it?
No idea. And I just know that I just have a feeling they'll do a pirate game. I've been saying this for the past 3 years though. So
but they did Black Flag.
Exactly, and that's my thought. It's like they did Black Flag, realised that everybody fucking really liked the pirates bit and not the Assassin's Creed bit.
You know what, Dan? I can buy that. I can buy that.
I must say,
if we see it, I'll pay you.
I got so many predictions half right last year. I said something like a dinosaur game, and then you got Horizon Zero Dawn, which is practically dinosaurs.
It kind of is,
I said a pirate game, and you had Sea of Thieves, and I said New Viva Pinata, and we got Rare Replay. I got loads of stuff nearly right. So
okay, I'll buy that. That's
new pirate game for first 6 months of next year. Stubbsy, what do you think of that?
Of your prediction?
Yeah,
I think it's a long shot, as it has been for the last fucking 3 years.
Okay.
As already discussed, I think Ubisoft has blown most of their load already.
Maybe so. Now, your second prediction, Mike.
There will be no Shenmue 3 at Sony's press conference.
Ooh.
I agree with that as well.
Ooh, okay. I'd probably agree with it, because I think...
See, I've actually heard a lot of people say that they think they're going to see a first proper trailer.
Maybe.
No, I don't think there will be, because I think, the full kind of Kickstarter campaign was dead. It wasn't very organised. I feel like Sony are just kind of okay,
feels like they've got nothing to do with it now that they've just...
I feel like
was
honestly,
ever...
I wouldn't be surprised if Shenmue doesn't show up.
Mm-hmm. Was it ever confirmation of how much money Sony are putting into it?
I think they were just publishing it.
No, they put money into it as well.
Oh, really?
The Kickstarter was to prove
they had interest in it,
and then Sony was putting up money for it.
I just don't remember if that was ever properly confirmed. Okay, Greg.
Oh my god! See, now you've said that, Mike. I've got another prediction. I feel like I don't think it will happen. My other prediction was I was going to say Shenmue 1 and 2 remasters, but no, that's not going to happen.
No, that'd make a lot of sense, to be honest with you.
No,
I had no idea what Shenmue was.
I don't know. No, I'm not going to say it. My next one was this one is known though.
We'll just judge.
Have it then.
Fallout DLC plans for the rest of the year, because we know that's coming. So
nah, I don't like that.
Prediction.
It's gonna be something new and exciting.
I'll go with Shenmue remasters then.
Okay. And do I have a release date on them?
Before Shenmue
3. You'd hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. 2017.
Okay,
go with that.
Right. I don't know if you'll let me have these. So both of the new consoles for Xbox and PS4 will be correct. They'll come out in November this year, and both of them will be terabyte-sized hard drives, and they'll all be smaller than what the current consoles are.
Yeah, go with that. That's fine.
Am I allowed with that, Stubbsy?
Yeah, I'd say that's okay.
That's because it was really specific. That's
right,
why
I need to do all the fucking stipulations. So thing is, we won't be able to tell if we are right the week after. Oh no, because they'll announce it and not when they shut the fuck up. Then new consoles, November, 1 terabyte.
I would say 1 terabyte plus.
Don't give him
no,
help.
I'll say it'll specifically be 1 terabyte. Each one.
What we're going to win here? I don't mind giving help because it's not like we're going to win money in it.
And then
we should bet. No,
that's a small. That's it. The smallest one. Maybe smaller than both. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think that's fair. There's 4 different stipulations to that, and that counts as I'll say both new consoles are real. So if only one of them's real, it doesn't. I only get half point or whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
Mike,
that sounds fair.
Yoga.
Shit, this is where preparation hasn't helped.
Exactly.
Like, doing no preparation has screwed me over. I think that at the Sony press conference, they will show at least 2 PlayStation Vita games.
Ooh.
Like full-scale ones, like
actual
the real
games that are
business.
going to be on the Vita.
Oh, I thought you said VR.
Right, no,
sorry.
do you mean
No.
Vita exclusive or
Oh,
indie
no
games
way.
that'll be on the Vita?
Oh no, Vita exclusives.
Okay. At least 2 Vita.
Yeah.
I think you're
Really?
fucking...
That you're a fan.
Well, that's very ambitious.
That's more ambitious than Dan.
Yeah, I really don't think that's coming in at all. I don't think they'll even mention it.
No, I think they'll be like, it's dead in the water. Fuck off.
I think they're going to give it one last push this year. I think.
Has there been a release date announced for PSVR yet? Properly?
Yeah, October. Sometime October. I know it's October. I actually don't know the specific date.
Never
Oh
mind.
yeah,
that.
no, it could just.
I've
be
pre-ordered
October.
it, but I don't know why.
Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
I've got a pre-order, but I'll probably cancel it.
So that's what I was going to do. I just
Yeah,
pre-ordered
made the
it
money,
as a
lads.
placeholder.
I got £3 in my account. There's no pre-ordering fucking VR for me.
£350. Fuck off.
Got all that freelance money rolling.
Oh,
in
aye.
it, so.
Alright. Greg, you're next.
My final one is this is a bit. Of a
Whoa,
long shot as
final?
well.
You meant to have 5?
Final, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
is it 5 each?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, I only had 3. No, I thought it was
I
like
told
it was
you
3
5.
predictions and 2 hopes.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Well, I think we do 5 predictions.
no, I think 5.
5
yeah,
predictions can't, but they can be hopes if you want.
No,
Oh, okay.
we'll go with 5. No, yeah, because my other ones are sort of like hopes and they're kind of both, right?
Yeah, they can be both.
Okay, so my next one was bit of long shot, but Cyberpunk 2033. Has that been announced that we're not seeing it?
Yes.
Okay, well, fuck that.
I'm pretty sure it's been said it's not at E3, but you never know.
I feel like we might see something. No, I don't know. Cause, do I?
All they've referred to is that it's not at E3, like, think game-wise, so there could be an announcement of it, maybe.
Hold on.
Because
I'm trying
CDPR are at E3, and I don't know what else they could possibly be doing, since all the Witcher stuff's done now.
I was going to just say, like, oh, we're going to get a release date for this game, but that's just really fucking stupid.
Nah, it definitely won't get a release date, so it's up to you. Do you want to go?
No, I was going to say a release date for Tomorrow Children, but that's really fucking obvious. Like, that's meant to come out in, like, Q1
Okay.
this year. No, I'll go next one. I'll go Skyrim Remaster, for sure.
Okay.
Because I think Bethesda are, like, they're missing out if they don't do one, because so many people want it, it's unreal. So, Skyrim Remaster coming out, I don't know, either end of this year, start of next, like, Q4 2016 or Q1 2017.
Let's be specific, say months.
Okay,
so between
I'll
which
go,
months?
like, between December and March. March is,
It did come out in December originally.
I would say December then. Oh, no, December or January.
Right, okay, December to Jan. You can have that. That's specific enough for me. No, mine. I think, I don't know, I'd probably Sony, but I'm not betting on that because I don't know who. But I think where it'll be at. But I think Rocksteady will tease their new game and it will be a Justice League game where you play as Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Arrow, all of them.
I know nothing about those games, so I have no idea if that could be right.
In the new Batman, there's like a
It has
specific
to be,
thing
right?
where you do tag team stuff with like Batwing and Robin and stuff, and I think they did that to like test the water to see if they could do a Justice League game with it. And I think Rocksteady's next game, I don't think they'll have a release date or anything, and it'll just literally be a tease, but I think Rocksteady will tease that they're doing a Justice League game.
I think that's a good chance, actually.
Right, that's mine.
I would say to lock it in.
Fine. I'm going to say it at Sony.
Sony's a risk.
I'm going to say Sony. I'm pretty sure they did Batman stuff with Sony. But you know, half points and whatnot. Mike, your fourth prediction?
I did have one, I've forgotten it now.
That's good.
Oh no, I think, right. Do you all remember the Elder Scrolls Legends, which was the Hearthstone rip-off?
The card game, yeah, I do.
Yeah. There will be a cringeworthy live match at
Okay.
the Bethesda press conference
Okay.
of the Elder Scrolls Legends,
Okay.
and we will be so fucking bored. I will probably go to the toilet.
Cringeworthy live legend. Should we call it Legends? Is that what you said it was called?
Elder Scrolls Legends, I think.
ES Legends. But saying that, Bethesda killed their press conference last year. So.
Oh yeah, but they couldn't not. They had like a half-hour demo
Suppose.
of Fallout 4.
Cringeworthy live ES Legends match at Bethesda.
Yeah.
That's a cool prediction. That. Greg. Your fourth prediction.
Well, that's my last one, but it's not my last one. But like, I'll have to
You're
think
gonna
of
have to
another one
think
while
of
we're
Think on your
going.
feet like I have.
I'm going to say progress report on Danganronpa 3, and then a trailer.
Isn't that game that get released date?
Well, I don't know. No, it hasn't been announced. Like, they haven't spoke about it since last E3. No, maybe it was Tokyo Game Show actually, but I think we're probably gonna. No, maybe we'll get it Tokyo Game Show. No, I would say progress update on Danganronpa 3 trailer at least.
So a new trailer for Danganronpa 3.
Yeah. Or details or something like that, or like it won't be. I don't think it'll be shown on the stage. Does it have to be shown on the stage, or like?
I think we're going for conference predictions here.
Okay, I would maybe just put like a trailer because now like they always like hammer you with like a million trailers.
Okay.
I would say trailer.
Dang. I'm sure I saw a release date of that recently.
No, but you're joking. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm pretty sure. And if you did, and it is, you gotta have another prediction.
There's a release date for the anime, but not the game.
Oh, is that what it was? No, I'm sure it was Danganronpa 3. I saw a release date for some information for recently.
2016 in Japan, but it won't be coming to next year. I know that.
Okay. All right. My fault. I see. I'm stuck between wanting to do one on Dreams, the Media
like
Molecule
that.
thing. Probably get a release date for that, but that's too boring.
I don't know if it's that obvious because like I feel like it's a big game, like a big ambitious project.
Yeah, I was going to say something for Wolfenstein 2, but I think it's obvious we're getting that because what else do Bethesda have? So I'm going to go. We get the return of Crash Bandicoot.
That's a fucking long shot.
Yeah, and I don't think I need to do any stipulations for that.
No, not a word.
And it's probably never going to happen. And it won't be. Well, it won't be Naughty Dog, obviously. It'd be someone else.
I think it'd be outrageous if it wasn't Naughty Dog, but then I don't. They've not got the rights or the IP or.
Yeah, it won't be Naughty Dog. That's my one stipulation I'll add to it. Mike, your final prediction?
Can my final prediction be that we're going to absolutely smash E3?
That's a certainty, so no, it can't.
Okay. I think that I'm trying to look at like the games in my room to see what sequels I can predict.
Techland is probably due. Nah, they just released things.
No, they just did the thing, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh no, because they did say that they're an international publisher now.
Oh, they did. That's true.
Yeah, trying to be a bit big balls. Right. I think at Microsoft press conference there will be a sizzle reel of things that they don't stand on stage and outright announce, but kind of tease.
Okay.
And one of the things in that sizzle reel will be the next, like, the Halo that...
Halo
not Halo
Wars.
War 2, the next proper Halo.
So Halo 6.
But they won't announce it.
So you think there'll be a brief snippet of Halo 6?
Yeah, they'll do a sizzle reel, and there'll be, like, a little tiny bit of the next Halo.
Yeah, okay. I would agree with that.
I would disagree, personally. I think it's too soon.
Fighting.
And I don't know if they'd not make Halo 6 centre stage.
No, I think like my reasoning behind it is they'll announce it centre stage next year.
Okay.
But they'll do the tease this year.
Okay. Greg, your final prediction, please.
I feel like I think Hideo Kojima will tease his first game, or like they'll say something about his first game, and maybe
with Sony.
Yeah,
obviously.
Sony definitely. They'll because it's Sony exclusive. I don't think it won't be PSVR. I think it'll just be a regular game. I don't think they'll announce the full game.
What game do you think it'll be?
Like what kind of game?
As in horror?
No, it'll be like a kind of action game.
Okay.
It won't be like I don't think it's like Metal Gear Solid.
I would have said it would be a horror game. I reckon he's going to do something horror.
No, I think after Silent
especially after Until Dawn when they had success with horror.
No, I think it'll be. It could be. I think either action or horror.
Okay.
Because that's what he's good at. And then I don't think they'll like announce. You maybe get a name for it, and then maybe like a teaser trailer, and that's it. Like that's it until next year.
Okay.
That's it. That's my.
Now, I'm don't know where to go for my final prediction because I think there could be so many. I think there could be a tease for next Elder Scrolls. I think there could be teasers for loads of stuff. But I'm going to stick my head on the chopping block and I'm going to say that the next Red Dead Redemption will be announced in some way. I don't know why, because Rockstar don't usually do E3 in this kind of way. I don't know who with, I'm not doing any stipulations, but I reckon Red Dead Redemption, the next Red Dead Redemption will be announced.
I can actually believe that. To be quite honest.
And it won't be numbered. It won't be Red Dead Redemption 2. It'll be Red Dead something else.
It'll be like Blue Dead Redemption. Or...
No, it'll be Red Dead something. Okay? Red Dead.
I would take that. Or even like backwards compatible.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That should be a fucking... Yeah, if they say, alright, okay, they'll announce next Red Dead, and and that'll be 2017 sometime. And they'll also announce remaster of Redemption, which is out in November.
Okay, that's really
That's an
fucking
incredibly specific prediction.
I was just thinking more like they were going to like announce it at Microsoft, and they go, by the way, like the game is now backwards compatible right now.
Well, it depends who they announce it with, but I think they'll do it with Sony.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it would be Sony.
I'm pretty sure
Microsoft.
they announced remastered GTA 5 with Sony at Gamescom. So there seems to be some kind of
That's fine.
relationship there.
No problem.
So I reckon remaster of Redemption, November.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the predictions. And with that, unless you any other final thoughts on E3?
I do want to. I like one that I just thought of that I would have included if I hadn't already got my 5. Was Microsoft will stand on stage and go, within the next month we will have 50% of the entire Xbox 360 catalog as backwards compatible.
Yeah, that's cool.
I also feel like Microsoft are going to go up and go, just get rid of your Xbox Ones, or get rid of your PCs because your Xbox One is becoming your PC, and like they're going to just talk about that really incessantly until your ears bleed.
They're fucking not, dude.
Microsoft will do something incredibly fucking cringeworthy. They'll get KSI on the stage or something and he'll be a cunt. They'll lower a car. They'll lower a car from the roof or something like that. They'll do something shit, but that's just a given. So yeah, any other final thoughts, Greg, or any other last predictions you want to throw into the ring that won't count in this prestigious list?
Putting through company expenses for coffee and heroin because I'm going to be up all night because I have to do all these fucking press
Isn't that there's like the script for the new train spotting?
Oh yeah, Greg, you should go be in that. Go be in it.
Actually, I auditioned and I got turned down. So
that's a great story. We'll talk about that in your Patreon.
No, I was like, I actually didn't audition. Just clarifying.
Fuck off.
But if you haven't seen the original Train Spotting, go watch it. But yeah, I'm gonna just be up all night with these fucking conferences.
Mm-hmm. Sure, survive. I'll be missing loads of the Euros, so fucking
mate.
I'll keep
you updated.
Celebrity Big Brother. I hope you fucking happy about.
Oh my god, is that on? Oh no, it's just regular Big Brother, is it not?
Yeah.
You're joking, by the way. I never watch TV. That's why I don't know. Oh my god, right. Did this fight?
Shall we tell the dear listeners what we'll be doing during this next week, Stubbsy, podcast-wise?
Well, we didn't say this on air before, did we?
I don't think we did, really.
But like, yeah, we're going to be doing fuck tons because we're both going to be out there. Like, sorry, Greg.
I know.
That's okay, don't worry.
Poor Greg.
And
I know now.
it's going to be 5 days of podcasts at least.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have E3. Well, we'll have Bethesda podcast first day.
Yep.
Microsoft Sony next day, and whatever the other people do if we watch them.
Yep. Then everything we've played in the days after. And
then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is show floor days. So we will definitely have podcasts. Well, I imagine we will have normal podcasts Tuesday, Wednesday. I am working on something very exciting for Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to tell you what it is just in case it doesn't happen. But if it does, it'll be like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, listen to all them, and then we'll even be doing videos. We'll have fuck tons of writing on the site.
We'll also, if we can have time in the midst of all that, me and Stubbsy will try and do the Geek of Thrones and get that up, hopefully, because obviously I'll be away from Chris. We'll try and do that, but I go quite extensive on my notes of Geek of Thrones, so it depends on if we have time to watch it 3 times and get all the highlights and stuff. But we can see.
All that we got to do is watch it and then just talk about Maisie Williams for an hour. So
yeah, there is that. And all my days, Maisie Williams in the latest episode. No quotes. Yeah, I think there's a lot. It's good. There's so much. Yeah, there's going to be so much content coming in the next week or so. So keep your ears and eyes peeled for it all on GodisaGeek.com, where all the writing will undoubtedly be headed. On YouTube.com/GodisaGeek, where all our videos from LA will be streamed here. God knows what we're going to try and do. Daily vlog type things, audio.
I want to do kind of like a
vlogs.
daily vlog type thing, but I kind of also want to do like bits of it from the show floor. So I'm going to walk around and then basically do a selfie
take you a
video
tour.
going,
you can do a tour of the show centre, maybe, for people who never know what it's like.
No, because that'll take too long.
We'll see. We can see.
That'll take too long.
Well, we can see.
That will definitely take too long.
Alright, okay, you're the expert.
That's not
then other videos will be like us talking about what we've played in simpler fashion, because writing may take longer, so we'll try and get as much video stuff out as we possibly can.
I'll probably force Murph to do a cooking show as well, because we have a kitchen, so I want to see his student cooking.
We don't have time to do a tour of E3, but we can do.
Yeah, because
cooking.
there's only so many hours on the E3 show floor, but we got tons of hours back at house.
I can cook. The one thing I can cook great fajitas, and I can cook chicken fried rice. That's brilliant.
Right, so Murph brings you how to cook fajitas and chicken fried rice.
Mm-hmm. Not together, because that'd be a bit weird. And then, what else? Obviously, keep an eye on all that when it's posted on twitter.com/, at GodisaGeek, and all of it will also be posted on facebook.com/GodisaGeek. And of course, if you want to help us out while we're out in LA slaving away, getting so much work done for you all, then why not go over to patreon.com/GodisaGeek, throw us a couple of quid our way, and it'll go a long way to make us do even more and make us be even better for next year. Because, if we can even be better than next year, because we're going to fucking smash it this year, obviously. And, thank you for listening to this, and thank you for your impending listenership for the week to come, because me and Stubbsy are going to be putting our ass out into this, and we hope you take notice and enjoy the wonderful content. Now, is there anything else either of you two would like to say? Stubbsy, what are you going to talk about in the Patreon bit now?
I'm going to talk about
entice the listeners.
My night in the Parisian red light district.
Ooh.
And almost missing my flight to Berlin, which would have made a lot of people very angry.
Well, what more could you want? Stick around for that. If you're a Patreon backer, if you're not, get fucking on it so you can listen to those great stories. And apart from that, there's nothing else to say. It's time to say goodbye.
Twitters,
Oh shit, of course.
Yeah, plug ourselves.
Follow Greg on Twitter at Greg Hill. Follow Mike on Twitter at Mike Stubbsy. Follow me on
Also,
Twitter.
Instagram, Mike Stubbsy. I've started using that now.
Yeah. He plugged that last week so hard.
Right, I'll follow you. I'll follow you now. I'm at Bobrovsky on Instagram. I'm at Bobrovsky on Twitter. I'm at Bobrovsky on everything, so give us a follow. And if there's nothing else to say, it's time to say goodbye. So say goodbye, Greg.
Goodbye, Greg.
Stubbsy, would you like to say goodbye to our dear listeners?
Goodbye to our dear listeners.
It's goodbye from me.
C'est la vie.
Correct.